Mr. Chairman, thank you to the Ranking Member Green. Not to be argumentative, but the Secretary was mayor of San Antonio, the second largest city in Texas. I was mayor of the largest city in the state of Missouri, and it is virtually impossible for a mayor of one of the major cities not to deal with affordable housing almost on a daily basis. I mean, it would be rare, maybe non-existent, that a mayor of say, the top 50 cities in the country would not, maybe top 75, would not deal with affordable housing, including probably some of the smaller cities. But my question goes to the disagreement, Mr. Montoya, between the IG's office and HUD's, not in terms of the overall report and wrongdoing, but rather, I think, on some key points that I'd like to get into a little deeper. Your report suggests that HUD paid the IPA full salary, and that's a violation, whereas HUD says that there is no mandate by OPM that there should be cost sharing. I mean, OPM does not demand or require cost sharing. Is that correct?
I'm not sure that I said it was a violation. It does not demand cost sharing, but it does. I think it does raise the question as to why.
Okay, well, let me go this direction. Do you think that there is a need for greater clarity in what happens when we have this transfer of personnel to another department as to the payment of the salary? Or does your report at least imply that there should be clarity, or are you saying there is clarity?
No, there should be more clarity. For example, OPM says that there's no restriction for these IPAs to hire people, right? OPM, I think, says, though, that the spirit of it suggests that they shouldn't be in hiring positions. They should be more in advisory. So that's got to be cleared up. And I think, yes, the pay issue needs to be cleared up as well.
And I think that may be something that this committee needs to deal with. And my second and final point that deals with some disagreement is the fact that HUD suggests that, based on the advice of the General Counsel, that Gross was not required to submit disclosures or attend the ethics training. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's their position. We wholeheartedly disagree. We've recommended they go to the Office of Government Ethics to get an opinion from them. I don't believe they've done that at this point, though.
Do you disagree that the General Counsel said that this was not required?
No, I agree. They said it was not required. I disagree with their opinion and their position. I believe it is required. I believe it should be required.
So there's a disagreement between the General Counsel and the IG?
Correct, sir.
Okay. So the point I'm trying to make, and perhaps poorly, is that there seems to be a number of points that are not clear. And so the agency is now getting tagged with being, having major ethical lapses on some issues that are not clear. Now, I'm not defending any wrongdoing, but I am saying that it might not be in the best interest of the Federal Government at a time when there are folk who are preaching and pushing distrust in the government of their own country. And so, do you agree that we need to clear up these, at least these 2 points?
Well, I don't know just how much clarity one needs. I think that when HUD is looking at these things, and there was a number of people who felt that this issue was an appearance issue. I'll give credit to Cleaver, even their executive director, before she let her deputy director go to HUD, raised the concerns that she thought this was a conflict, right? There were several employees within the department who raised concerns it was a conflict. They were retaliated against and reassigned to other locations. So I don't know how much clarity you need.
Well, all of that, I agree.
Appearance tells you.
That was wrong. That was wrong. We cannot ever support wrongdoing. That was wrong. But if the general counsel says that it's not required to submit disclosures, and I'm getting ready to deal with the IPA, I mean, what do I do? I mean, you know, I didn't go to law school. And thank you, Mr. Chairman.